Skelton Hour 505, take one.
CBS presents this program in color.
From Television City in Hollywood.
The Red Skelton Hour. Hey, mister. Hey, sister. Let us reel you in so we can begin our show. Never mind the sign. Once you're on the line, we'll go. You'll have a whale of a time. We're all in our prime today. Make sure this program is not the big one that got away. Our guest star, Bobby Rydell. Our special guest stars, the new Christy Minstrels. David Rose and his orchestra. The Alan Copeland Singers. And here he is, Red Skelton.
Thank you very much, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I got a story to tell you first. Gertrude and Heathcliff, two seagulls, see? He comes in, he says, oh boy, what a time I had. And I was downtown, and that smog is murder. I flew right into the clock at the courthouse, but at least I hit big time. He says, what were you doing downtown? He said, I went down to see Willie the Owl. He's having trouble with his teenage kid. He wants to be a night owl, and they won't let him stay up late. Now he won't talk to his mom and pop. She says, well, don't let that worry the owl. It's just another kid that don't give a hoot. I feel good tonight. You know, I lost a lot of weight this summer, you know. I lost so much weight, I'm getting so thin that I can put my shorts on, but me, they're in now. You know, they got all kinds of diets you can go on now. They've got the drinking man's diet. That's a great idea, you know. It keeps you loaded with proteins, keeps you loaded with energy, keeps you loaded with vitality, keeps you loaded. That's what it keeps you. There's a fellow goes into the bartender, and the bartender says, get out of here, you're drunk. And the guy says, no. He says, I'm reducing, sir. He says, you're reducing? He says, what have you lost so far? He says, oh, my job, my wife. You know, I'm a little skeptical about this drinking man's diet. You know, if it really worked, Dean Martin would weigh 42 pounds. I gained most of my weight out here eating those cheap hamburgers, you know, those 14-cent hamburgers. Out here in California, that's the big thing out here is the hamburgers, you know. They have them out at these little drive-ins. They got fancy names like they have the Audrey Hepburn hamburger. It's with a lot of dressing and very little meat. And, one of these hamburger joints, the waitress was telling me, she says, I'm having trouble with my husband. She says, he thinks, he goes to the doctor, he says, he thinks he's Frank Sinatra. And the doctor says, well, don't worry, this too shall pass. She says, I know, but what are we going to do with the yacht? You know, Frank, he's got a perfect age for a guy. He's 49, see? Women are still interested in him, and the draft board ain't. I don't have to worry about the draft board anymore. They gave me a new classification. I'm 8LB. That means I go 8 people after Lady Bird. You know, a lot of things that I've been doing lately. It's kind of embarrassing. I was shopping the other day. And you know what's embarrassing is to go into a ladies' lingerie shop and buy something for your wife. You know, the pink jungle? Well, this lingerie shop, see, I walked in and I looked up, and here I look over in this dressing room. I said, is that lady undressed or am I seeing things? She says both. I think this woman was from the South. She said, showing up. I said, you show is. It's amazing the way the girls used to dress. They used to dress like Mother Hubbard. Now they dress like Mother Hubbard's cupboard. It sneaks up on you, huh? I was going to buy a girdle for my mother-in-law the other day, see? And I kept going like this to try to get this guy. And he says, it looks like one that got away. I said, if you only had. Even now, when I get home, I'll hear from my mother-in-law. Boy, when she gets through with me, there won't be a part of Sipple left undangled. Hey, you know what? Those clerks in those stores, they use psychology. If you're buying something, see, like some in the lingerie department, they'll say, if it's for a girlfriend, they say it's slink, and it's sheer, and it's seductive. And if it's for your wife, they say it's very warm. The way they dress, you know, I took Georgia to the theater the other night, and I said, I'll show you what men know about women's clothes. To me, you look like you're wearing a nightgown. And she said, take me home, I am. Of course, the men dress kind of funny, too. These tight pants the guys are wearing now. I saw a guy this afternoon. He looked like he sprayed them on. And the prices they charge for clothes. I said to this tailor, how much is that suit? He said, $150. I said, well, you're no tailor, you're a robber. He said, that's me, Robert Taylor. Hey, speaking of robbers, one of the most embarrassing things, anything that you do the first time is embarrassing. So with that in mind, I'd like to show you a fellow who wants to be a robber, see, a bandit. And this is his first job that he's ever pulled. Give me my hat. A little pantomime of a fellow pulling his first stick-up job.
Tonight, Red Skelton as Clem Kadiddlehopper and Bobby Rydell in Loco Boy Makes Good.
Dag nabbit. I just have to do all the work around here. And you know something? You know that son, that Clem?
Yeah?
What? He's as useless as a blindfold at a burlesque show.
Well, there must be something you can use him for.
Yeah, and I finally found out what it is.
Huh? You made your own son a dummy?
Well, don't knock it, buddy. A promotion is a promotion.
Kadiddlehopper, this is the end of the line.
It is?
If you flunk dummy, you're through.
Oh, I realize that. Say, what a handsome couple we'll make. Clarence and Sally. Did you get that, boy?
Clem, you almost broke my nose.
Well, what difference it make? At your age, you'd smell everything anyhow.
Clem, there's more to life than just smelling.
Well, I know that, and you know that, but try to tell a skunk that, huh?
There ain't nothing that son of yours can do that's useful.
Oh, yes, there is. I can give mating call imitations for beavers. I can do that.
Oh, let me hear it.
A mating call for a beaver. There you are.
Now, what is useful about that?
Well, if you ever want to build a dam wholesale, I've got connections.
Oh, and you call yourself a farm boy.
Yes, sir.
You don't even know what a pitchfork is for.
Well, certainly I do. A pitchfork is a fork that you pitch. There.
No, Clem, no. A pitchfork you pick up hay.
Hey!
I just picked up a little hay, didn't I? Hand cross, Paul.
No, Clem, Clem, that is your cousin, Goody Kadiddlehopper.
Oh, it is?
Oh.
You just kebab me. You just kebab me. Why did you just kebab me?
Oh, come on, Hunky. Look, you talk awful funny, but who wouldn't with a pot full of pitchforks?
Say, now what am I going to do with all these holes in my stomach,
Well, if
Clem?
nobody calls for them in 30 days, they're yours. You got 3 of them.
Say, now when I march in the parade, I can carry 3 flags.
Yeah. 4 if you want to use that hole in your head.
Clem,
Yeah.
you just don't use your head for thinking.
Well, I don't use my head for dumb things like that. I use my head for picking apples.
How do you do that, Clem?
I will show you. Yes, sir, there they are, untouched by human hands.
You haven't done one useful thing since you was born.
Well, I raised Pedro, my pet Mexican jumping bean, didn't I?
Now, what good is there in raising a Mexican jumping bean as a pet?
Well, there's no good, really, but they're easier than a dog to housebreak.
And another thing, what in tarnation did you do with my matches?
I lit them
You lit them, what for?
to see if they'd lit.
Wasting matches. Clem, shame on you.
I didn't wait. What are you, cleaning seeds out of your teeth or something? Yeah. I didn't waste them, cousin. I'm on a special project with my matches.
Well then, what kind of project you did matchstick?
You know, Clem has spent the last 3 years balancing matches,
And I bet
one on top of the other.
you thought I was sitting around wasting my time, didn't you?
Say, Clem, you're a genius. You've got brains in your fingers.
Well, that's so. Paul said they were in my feet. I guess they're working their way up finally.
Now listen here, who ever heard of piling matches on a bob?
Well, I did. I just heard it on the
He
radio.
just heard it on the radio.
Well, say, that is a coincidence.
Yeah. Well, it's about time. We're entitled to one about now. Turn on the radio.
We interrupt this program to bring you a coincidence. America's entry in the International Match-Piling Olympics, Steady Finger O'Hara, has been disqualified.
Probably came down with a severe case of hangnail.
Unless a top-flight matchstick piler is found, America will lose again to you-know-who.
A top flight one. A top flight one.
Hey,
A top flight
Clem,
one.
you've got the talent. Turn off the radio.
I don't need talent to turn off a radio.
No, listen, Clem. The honor of our country lies in your gifted hands.
Well, don't worry. These 11 fingers won't let you down.
11?
Yes. 5, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5 or 11.
You You know, Clem, you win the championship, and no longer will you be Clem Kadiddlehopper, the unknown nitwit.
I'll be Clem Kadiddlehopper, the famous nitwit, and that is a needle.
What's a needle?
What, you nitwit?
Last call for dinner. Last call for dinner.
Last call for dinner. Oh, they're just not writing songs like that anymore. No.
Would you care to order now, sir?
Well, as soon as my cousin Clem gets here, you see he's taking a nap. Cousin Clem!
What's the matter with you, anyhow?
Clem, how did you get out there?
Well, when you sleep in a lower berth, buddy, don't get up on the wrong side of the bed.
You know, it could have been worse.
Oh, look out there! Wow! Ooh, wow, mail flash.
Could have been worse. We might have taken the airplane, you know.
Yeah, and then I would have missed the movie.
Hey, Clem, listen, don't go away. I'll get you.
They're going to get all of us.
Excuse me. Do you mind if my cousin joins me for dinner?
Of course not.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
There you are. There we go.
Young man, you're in my soup.
Well, that's all right. I can swim.
This is terrible.
Yeah.
What am I going to do with my stuffed zucchini?
Well, stuff it somewhere else. I don't know.
May I get your table?
No, I got one. Worry about them, will you? Worry about them.
Clem, look at these people. You've got food smeared all over them.
Well, don't blame me if they don't know how to eat. They missed their mouths. That's what they did. They missed their mouths.
I suppose you can tell me how to find my mouth.
Well, yeah. You take a fork and you stick it in your chin, and if it don't start chewing, then you're a little too tall for eating, and that's not it. But I forgot how it goes in it.
Sir,
Yeah?
why are you having dinner in your nightshirt?
Well, it'd be kind of gaudy sitting around eating nude. Unless you got a long napkin of some kind. Yeah. Oh, well. What's the matter? Yeah, don't forget we're having a meeting tomorrow night. Well, don't stand there, idiot. Get me out of this. On a train, we'll have to come in on Petticoat Junction. There, there. If you love me, wear that tonight.
Come on, Clem, lift it down.
Yes, sir. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold it. There you go. Now that's what you call a well-balanced meal.
Say, Clem, what are you doing? Serving yourself?
What?
Are you serving yourself?
No, I'm not serving myself. I'm a bad tipper. Here, better give that back to the waiter.
Say, Clem, your name's in the newspaper.
It is? No
Hey,
kidding.
oh, that's my paper.
It is. I don't see your name on it, unless it's Hurst. How are you, Mr. Hurst?
My name isn't Mr. Hurst.
Oh.
Let's see, it must be about the international match piling competition.
It is?
Yes. You know, we better read what it says.
Yes, you read that. Read the card and you'll get it out better. It says, black space, space, black, 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 space, space, black, black, space. Black space, black space, black space.
Clem,
Not even a nursery rhyme.
Clem, you're reading the crossword puzzle.
Oh, is that what that is? How about that? You didn't think I could read it all. Oh, let me work this. We better not.
No, let me see. It said that in the match piling Olympics, America is pinning its hopes on you.
That's the first time they put anything on me since I was a baby. Yeah, it's getting a little tight, I'll tell you.
It also said traveling in Mr. Kadiddlehopper's party is his constant companion, Pedro, his pet jumping bean.
My pet jumping bean. Right here. Good heavens! Pedro is gone! My jumping bean is gone! My jumping bean is gone! My jumping bean is gone!
Oh, get me up for birth.
Yeah.
He's the only one who can get into it without a ladder.
Yeah. A ladder? Yeah, Pedro! Pedro! I gotta find my jumping bean. Oh, you found him. There you are. Pedro, now you little rascal, you thought that... He flipped out of his collar. He's gone again. Where did he go?
He jumped out the window here.
Well, go get him, buddy. Go...
My husband, give him a hand.
What, give him a hand for jumping out the window? Don't be silly.
There
I
he
hear
is.
him. I hear him. I hear him. He's around here somewhere. Stand up. Is he in here? He's in... Whew, boy. I gotta find that jumping bean. I've got... So that's what happened to Khrushchev?
I can hardly wait to interview Clem.
If he wins the finals, America will have permanent possession of the match-piling cup.
I do hope he's taking care of those gifted fingers. Do you always rest your golden hand on your trainer's head?
Yes, his pompadour is the softest place in town. If I win the finals, I intend to buy one of the Beatles.
Mr. Kadiddlehopper, I'm Brown from the Sun.
Yeah? Well, it's on the card. Here it comes, folks. You are who, sir?
I'm Brown from the Sun.
Well, you look green from the smog.
Say, Clem, can't you read what's on his hat?
What does it say there? Oh, press. Oh, if you insist. There. There you are. Right there. 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 If it rains, you've got a windshield now. There you are. There you
Now,
are.
listen, you gotta be careful, Clem. This is no time to get a hernia of the pinky.
There you go. Massage him up there. Oh. Oh. No wonder Bossy goes moo.
And Mr. Kadiddlehopper, my readers would be very interested in knowing, when did you first start piling those matches on the bar?
When did I start? Well, let's see. It's about, it could have been, let's see, I took a bath in 22. Let me see. I'm thinking so hard about the answer, I forgot the question. I'm so forgetful.
Yeah, today you cut yourself and you forgot to bleed.
Yes, figured you didn't have enough to do, huh? Yes, sir.
Say, listen, champ.
Yes?
The question was, when did you first know you can pile matches on bottles?
Oh, when I first discovered I had fingers. I was 14 at the time.
You said you were 14, you didn't know you had fingers?
No, I thought I had a spare set of toes.
Mr. Kadiddlehopper, I noticed that when you successfully placed match number 3,000 on the pile, you switched from the overlapping to the interlocking grip.
Did I do that? Well, I'm glad you noticed.
And then you crossed your legs and you put your hand on your hip. Now, why did you do that?
I thought I saw somebody I knew. No, I do that for balance and steadiness, see? And it also covers the rip in my leotard.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Mr. Kadiddlehopper.
Quite all right, quite all right. Thank you, I'll get him, champ. You bet I will.
Let's go get him, champ, and don't forget your good luck charm.
Oh, yes, my Mexican jumping bean. Hey, Pedro, over here. Up he goes. He's full of pep tonight.
Yes, do you think, Clem? How do you know that your jumping being is Mexican?
With a name like Pedro, he ain't Egyptian, buddy. I'll tell you that.
Well, you ready to go, Clem?
I'm ready to go.
All right, let's go.
Off to the matches. Off to the matches.
world has been waiting for. The finals of the International Match Piling on Bottles Olympics. In this corner, with 35,243 balanced matches, the pride of the Red Sea, Boris Borscht. And representing the USA, the pride of the Boll Weevil Belt, and tied for first place with 35,243, Clem Sulphurhead Kadiddlehopper!
That's the American way. Charge everything.
The opponents will walk to their stacks and come out piling.
Yeah! Hey, gang! Hey, gang! Hey! Hey! Well, that defies the laws of nature. Of course, so do I.
Boris Borscht will lead off. Your breathing is making me nervous.
Well, if I don't breathe, it's going to make me nervous. Nervous, that's what it is, nervous. He did it.
And now, Kadiddlehopper of the USA.
Kadiddlehopper. Oh, shucks, I forgot the match.
Come on, Clem, this is no time to get nervous.
Nervous? Who's nervous? I'm not nervous.
Well, that's good, because there are 100 million people watching every move that you make.
100 million people. Now I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm not going on.
Listen, Clem, you got to get a grip on yourself. Listen.
What?
Here's your good luck charm.
Oh,
Your
Pedro,
Mexican jumping bean.
My Mexican jumping bean. What do you got?
Here's the tranquilizer to calm you down.
I needed tranquilizer to calm me down. I will win, Pedro. I won't let you down. And if I do win, Pedro, I'm going to take you to a chili parlor for a family reunion. Well, I've got my tranquilizer.
Yep.
So here we go.
Get on with the contest, Clem, or you'll be disqualified.
Disqualified. Oh. See, everybody knew that was going to happen but me. Don't look now, but I think I just swallowed my best friend. Oh.
Let's get on with the contest.
On with the contest, yes, sir. Why, I don't dare go near that thing. Sir! I did it! I did it! I did it! Here. Oh, come on, buddy. Try Hallmark. That dramatic stuff around here. What is it? What is
The winner!
The winner!
And you match-piling champion of the world, Clem Kadiddlehopper!
Well, Clem, at least you did something useful.
Yeah, for the first time in my life, I've used my beam. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a real special musical treat for you. One of the finest and most popular singing groups, not only in America, but all over the world. And here they are, the famous New Christy Minstrels. Well, when you find the right key, solder it. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
What'd he say?
He said, welcome to the show.
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 Who did?
He did.
Well, tell him thank you.
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 Tell him thank you. Tell him thank you.
Tell him thank you.
Tell him who? You're welcome. 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 And you started this whole mess. Boy, it's a good thing it's not the United States Marine Corps. The show would run into the reruns. Here they are, ladies and gentlemen, the new Christie Minstrels and Bobby Rydell.
If I had money to burn, a hole in my pocket. If I had money to burn, I go like a rocket down to the town without a stop. Blow right into the music shop and buy me a banjo, clatter, janga, ranga, danga. Buy me a banjo, clatter, janga, ranga, danga. Buy me a banjo, clatter, janga, ranga, danga. That's what I would do
If I had all that money could buy. If I had all that money could buy. If I had all that money could buy. I'd buy me a banjo, ring, dang, clatter, janga, ring, a dang, and play on a banjo, clatter, janga, night and day on a banjo, clatter, janga, ring, a dang, and that's what I would do.
if I had money to burn.
A hole in my pocket.
If I had money to burn,
I go like a rocket.
down to the town without a stop. Blow right into the music shop.
And buy me a banjo.
Clatter, janga, ranga, danga. Buy me a banjo.
Clatter, janga, ring, a dang, and
Buy me a banjo. Clatter, janga, ranga, danga. That's what I would do.
If I had all that money could buy. If I had all that money could buy.
If I had all
Ring, buy.
I'd buy me a banjo, ring, dang, clatter, janga, ranga, danga. Playing on a banjo, clatter, janga, night and day on a banjo, clatter, janga, ring, a danga. Make the people sing.
Play on the banjo. Play on the banjo. All day on a banjo. Dang a ring a dang.
B-A-N-J-O. A ring-a-ding. Yeah.
And now the silent spot, starring Red Skelton as the old prospector. be back in a minute. Here he is again, Red Skelton.
On behalf of our sponsors and staff, we sincerely hope that we have brought 1 second of happiness into your home. You've certainly been 1 hour of happiness for us. So until next week, we say goodbye for now, and may God bless. Good night, and thank you.
Stop fishing, we're wishing that we could go on, but our time has gone for now. Let's wind up, we've lined up many more delights, 7 lonely nights from now. So goodbye until the moment when we'll see you all again. To our friends near and far, very well, au revoir.
The song Can You Do the Can-Can was pre-recorded. Art Gilmore speaking.